Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa Andrews, and welcome to another edition of Table Talk. So, have you ever felt bad about a decision that you made? Well, did you know that we all make mistakes, and it's just a part of being human? But sometimes we don't spend enough time thinking beforehand about the consequences or how they could hurt someone. And then after the fact, we see that something we said or something we did, it really did cause pain. This week's lesson focuses on a man named Jonah. I want you to take a walk with me and learn how things worked out for him. You see, Jonah was a prophet, but he wasn't thrilled about something that God had told him to do. God told Jonah to go to a place called Nineveh. The people there were doing bad stuff, and God wanted Jonah to tell them to stop and to turn to God instead. But Jonah didn't want to do it. He didn't think that they were nice people, and a part of him didn't even think that they deserved another chance. In other words, I believe that Jonah was thinking like some of you. I believe that in his mind, he was saying, so the people of Nineveh, they're mean, they have wicked ways, and they're just tripping over there. But you want me to go over there to talk to them so that you won't destroy them? Shoot, man, that's on them. So Jonah ran the other way. He got on a boat, hoping to get away from God. Yeah, right. Like that's possible. But then, while Jonah was on the boat got hit by a big storm. Everyone on the boat wondered why this was happening. But Jonah knew. The wind was blowing harder and harder and harder. The waves were getting higher and higher and higher. The boat was about to break apart. Now, I don't know about you, but Miss Lisa don't want nothing to break apart when I'm on it, especially in airplane nor boat. So Jonah knew all of this was happening because he disobeyed God. He also realized that trying to run from God, it was a bad idea. And he felt really ashamed for the choices that he made. Jonah told everyone on the boat what he did and that the storm was his fault. Then he told them, just throw me overboard into the stormy sea. But at first, they wouldn't do it. But the storm got worse and worse and worse. Oh my Lord, please make it stop. Save us, save us. So even though they didn't want to throw Jonah overboard, it was the only thing left to try. And the moment they threw Jonah into the water, the storm stopped. But God wasn't done with Jonah. Nope, because he didn't drown. Because God sent the big fish to swallow him. And there inside, he was inside of this big, stinky fish and full of shame. Jonah prayed, and this is what he said. Thank you to God for saving me and promised that he would tell others about how good God was. Now Jonah wanted another chance, and guess what? He got one. And when God gave the signal, that big fish spat Jonah up on a beach. Instead of just sitting there covered in fish, spit, and shame, Jonah got up and he headed to Nineveh, where he unashamedly told the people about their mistakes and how God would forgive them if they prayed and changed their ways. And the people of Nineveh, they did just that, all because of Jonah's message. Any guilt that Jonah had from making a mistake was washed away when he told God that he was sorry, and then he made the decision to do what God had told him to do, without shame. Instead of sitting with shame, we can allow Jonah's experience to teach us something and to help us to make better choices in the future, especially when it comes to how our choices affect others. Lastly, I want you to know that God loves you, God loves me, even when we feel ashamed.